Charm a lass? Cyrus McKinnon asked, his brows raised high. Aye, Keenan MacDonald said. Find a lass in town and ask her about Captain Bunch and his ship Renegade. You can't just go up to the docks asking outright, or the locals might tell those guards walking about. Keenan pointed down the hill where guards patrolled. This close to the border, some of them are bound to be English. We don't even know if the bloody captain is still here, Rory MacLeod said. It's been weeks since the blankets were sent to us. Each of the 4 Highlanders had received a blanket at Beltane, anonymous gifts from home, and each had had a helpful tool sewn into the seams. A ski-and-do, coins, a skeleton key, and information about a ship that could take them home. The men had escaped the cell and prison. Now they just had to find the ship as quickly as possible, so that they could at last escape England and return to the Isle of Skye. You want me to charm a lass looking like this? Cyrus indicated his torn tunic and the ragged breeches that were more grime than wool. His Scottish plaid had been stripped away when he'd been thrown into Carlisle dungeon a year and a half ago, and these clothes had been all he'd worn since. He scratched his full beard and ran fingers through his long shaggy hair. Your smell is worse, Rory said, looking down into the valley at the seaside town of Girvan Point. Cyrus glared at him. You don't smell any better. We all need a bath, Keenan said, nodding to the small loch surrounded by reeds beside them. They'd run on and off for the last 2 nights once they'd escaped Carlisle dungeon, toward the docks of Girvan Point on the west coast over the border into Scotland. Cyrus turned to the lake. I'll need more than a bath to charm. Splash. Gurgle. The cold of the water hit Cyrus like a charging bull. Bubbles flew up before his eyes as he huffed out a breath, using his arms to rise. He broke the surface, whipping his unclipped hair out of his eyes to glare at Asher McNichol, who stood on the bank. Get clean, and we'll find some fresh clothes, Asher said. Stoic and hard as granite, the large McNichol nodded to the village. Fresh laundry, from different lines, so as not to be immediately noticed. Bloody hell, Ash, Cyrus called up, but he was quickly stripping off the filth-ridden uniform underwater. I would have jumped in on my own. He would have cursed the man, but Asher McNichol didn't need further curses placed upon him. He'd suffered the worst in prison, his back being flayed so severely that it had taken a fortnight of nursing to enable him to walk out of the prison with them. And after the last year and a half, they wouldn't leave him behind. He looked pale this morn. Keenan set a hand on Asher's shoulder. You need to wash too. It will help your back. Rory and I will find the clothes. Before the stubborn man could muster a lie about not needing to rest, Keenan and Rory jogged off toward the waking village.